Have you ever glanced at your palm and paused, wondering if the intricate lines etched there hold a meaning deeper than mere biology? Across centuries and civilizations, palmistry, the ancient art of reading palms, has captivated human curiosity, offering insights into fate, personality, and the mysteries of life. But today, we're venturing beyond the familiar tales of destiny and diving into something far more profound. What if the markings on your palm are not just whispers of fortune but invitations to reflect on your karma, your choices, and your spiritual path? What if these symbols, like the crescent moon and the letter M, are not merely curiosities of palmistry but mirrors of the Eightfold Path, guiding you toward clarity, purpose, and transformation? Palmistry, steeped in cultural tradition, views these symbols as harbingers of spiritual depth and transformative potential. The crescent moon represents intuition, a bridge to the spiritual realm, while the letter M is often linked to mastery, success, and profound life changes. But through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, these symbols take on an even deeper meaning. They become tools, not for predicting a fixed destiny, but for examining the impermanence of life, the consequences of our actions, and the mindfulness we bring to the present moment. Imagine this: 2025 is not just another year ahead but a canvas of opportunity, a time for awakening, creativity, and self-discovery. These markings on your palm could serve as gentle nudges, encouraging you to look inward, confront the habits that no longer serve you, and align your life with wisdom and compassion. This journey is not about superstition or blind faith. It's about connection between ancient wisdom and contemporary spirituality, between the lines on your hand and the choices in your heart. By blending the art of palmistry with the teachings of the Buddha, we'll uncover how these symbols can inspire change, not through external forces but through the power of your own awareness. Whether you've always been curious about the secrets of palmistry or are simply searching for a new lens to understand life's challenges, this is your invitation to explore. Together, we'll decode the symbolic meanings of these markings, unravel how they resonate with Buddhist teachings, and discover how 2025 can be a year of transformation, not because of what's written on your palm but because of the mindfulness you cultivate and the actions you take. So, as we embark on this exploration, I'll ask you this: are you ready to see your palm not as a map of fixed fate but as a reminder of your boundless potential? Let's begin this journey where ancient symbols meet timeless wisdom, and where the story of your life is shaped not by the lines on your hand but by the choices of your heart and mind. Stay tuned, because what lies ahead may just shift your perspective on destiny, spirituality, and the incredible power within you. The cultural history of palmistry and Buddhist perspective. Palmistry, often called chiromancy, is not just a relic of ancient mysticism, it's a living testament to humanity's enduring curiosity about the self and the forces that shape our lives. Its story begins thousands of years ago in the cradle of spiritual and philosophical thought, ancient India. Here, palmistry intertwined with the profound concept of karma, a cornerstone of Indian philosophy that teaches how our actions, intentions, and thoughts create ripples that extend across lifetimes. The lines on one's palm were not seen as mere random formations but as intricate imprints of one's karmic journey, subtly hinting at the paths of growth, challenge, and opportunity awaiting the individual. In India, palmistry was a reflective practice, deeply spiritual in its essence. It was less about predicting the inevitable and more about understanding one's current state, mental, emotional, and karmic. Practitioners believe that by interpreting these lines, an individual could gain clarity about their tendencies and behaviors, enabling them to make conscious choices aligned with their higher purpose. This perspective transformed the palm into a living map of possibilities, shaped by both past actions and present awareness. As the knowledge of palmistry expanded, It traveled beyond India's borders, finding resonance in ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome. Each culture embraced palmistry and infused it with its unique perspectives. In Egypt, it was woven into the mystical traditions of interpreting divine will, aligning with their deep respect for symbolism and the unseen forces of the universe. The Greeks, influenced by thinkers like Aristotle, viewed palmistry through a lens of intellectual curiosity, seeking to connect the intuitive with the rational. For them, the practice became a bridge between the tangible and the ethereal, a way to explore the soul through the patterns written on the body. In Rome, palmistry found practical application, often used as a tool for understanding character and potential. It became part of a larger cultural fascination with omens and signs, reflecting the Roman emphasis on interpreting the will of the gods in everyday life. Across these ancient civilizations, palmistry evolved, becoming not just a method of divination but also a means of introspection, a quiet, contemplative practice for uncovering the hidden layers of the self. Among the many symbols found in palmistry, two stand out for their profound spiritual resonance: the crescent moon and the letter M. The crescent moon, often associated with heightened intuition, represents a connection to the spiritual realm. It suggests an individual attuned to the subtler rhythms of existence, capable of perceiving the unseen threads that weave together the tapestry of life. The letter M, on the other hand, symbolizes mastery and transformation, a mark of those who possess the potential for significant growth and success, both materially and spiritually. When we view these symbols through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, they take on even richer meaning. In Buddhism, the crescent moon can be seen as a representation of prajna, the profound wisdom cultivated through mindfulness and meditation. Just as the crescent moon lights the night sky, prajna illuminates the mind, cutting through the fog of distraction and delusion to reveal the truth of existence. It is a symbol of clarity, insight, and the quiet power of a mind at peace with itself. Similarly, the letter M aligns with the Buddhist principle of samyak karmanta, or right action, one of the Noble Eightfold Path's guiding steps. Right action emphasizes living ethically, avoiding harm, and engaging in deeds that nurture harmony and well-being. It reminds us that true mastery lies not in dominating the external world but in mastering our inner impulses and aligning our actions with our values. Through this lens, the letter M is no longer just a mark of potential but a call to live with intention, mindfulness, and integrity. Buddhism invites us to see the lines on our palms not as predetermined scripts but as reflections of our current state of being. They mirror the mental, emotional, and karmic patterns we've cultivated over time, offering an opportunity to pause, reflect, and course-correct. Just as a painter can choose new colors or a writer can revise a story, we too can reshape our lives through mindful awareness and conscious action. This perspective transforms palmistry from a predictive tool into a practice of guidance. Instead of seeking to know what will happen, we can use these insights to focus on what is happening. The lines on the palm become like a compass, pointing toward areas where growth is possible, where healing is needed, or where hidden strengths are waiting to be discovered. This shift in focus, from predicting the future to navigating the present, is deeply aligned with Buddhist teachings, which emphasize the power of now. The Buddhist approach encourages us to view the palm as a reflection of impermanence. Just as the lines on our hands can change over time, so too can our minds, actions, and circumstances. Nothing is fixed, everything is in a state of flux. This understanding invites us to let go of fear and attachment, recognizing that we have the power to shape our journey through the choices we make today. It is a reminder that while the past may have left its mark, the future remains unwritten, awaiting the brushstrokes of our intentions and actions. By integrating the wisdom of palmistry with the teachings of Buddhism, we gain a deeper understanding of both. Palmistry offers us a tangible, visual language to explore our inner world, while Buddhism provides the tools to navigate that world with compassion, clarity, and mindfulness. Together, they invite us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, not to seek answers outside ourselves, but to awaken to the truths already within us. The crescent moon and the letter M are more than just symbols. They are reminders of our potential to grow, to transform, and to live in harmony with the principles of wisdom and right action. As we reflect on these markings, let us not be bound by them but inspired by their message. That our lives are not dictated by fate but shaped by the choices we make in each moment. 1. A spiritual awakening. The crescent moon, a symbol deeply revered in palmistry, is a mark of spiritual growth and heightened intuition. It invites us to embark on a transformative journey, one that aligns harmoniously with the Buddhist pursuit of bodhi, or awakening. This path is not about reaching an external destination but about uncovering the clarity and peace already residing within us. As we step into 2025, the pull towards spiritual practices may feel stronger than ever, as if the universe itself is guiding us toward a profound shift in consciousness. Imagine waking up one day with an inexplicable desire to sit in stillness, to quiet the noise of the world and simply listen to your breath. Perhaps you notice recurring signs, symbols in dreams, a repeated number, or an encounter that feels too meaningful to be random. These synchronicities, while mysterious, are not mere coincidences. They are the universe's gentle whispers, urging you to pay attention, to trust that there is a deeper rhythm to life than what meets the eye. In Buddhism, such moments are seen as opportunities to step out of the habitual patterns of distraction and into a state of mindful presence. This year may feel like an invitation to explore not just the external world but the vast, uncharted territories of your inner self. The crescent moon, often seen as a bridge between the seen and unseen, reminds us that spiritual growth is not about escaping reality but about embracing it fully. It is in the act of observing your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with compassion that true transformation begins. Meditation becomes more than a practice, it becomes a way of life, a lens through which you can see the interconnectedness of all things. In Buddhist teachings, spiritual awakening is likened to a lotus flower blooming in muddy water. The mud represents the challenges and suffering inherent in life, while the lotus symbolizes the purity and beauty that can emerge when we approach those challenges with wisdom and mindfulness. The crescent moon on your palm may be a sign that your time to bloom is near, that you are ready to rise above life's difficulties and find the peace that has always been within you. But just as the lotus takes time to grow, so too does awakening require patience and trust in the process. As you journey through 2025, you might feel drawn to deepen your connection with spiritual practices such as meditation, yoga, or mindful prayer. These are not merely tools for relaxation, they are pathways to greater awareness, helping you peel back the layers of illusion and uncover the truths of your existence. The more you engage with these practices, the more you may notice moments of synchronicity, those uncanny alignments where life seems to flow effortlessly, as if the universe is conspiring to support your growth. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to approach these experiences with an open heart and a grounded mind. Instead of clinging to the signs or trying to decipher their meaning, we are encouraged to simply be present with them, to accept them as gifts that reaffirm our path. Awakening is not a single moment of enlightenment, it is a series of small, quiet realizations that accumulate over time. It is in the mundane, the rhythm of your breath, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the stillness of the night, that the profound often reveals itself. This spiritual growth is not about becoming someone new but about returning to your truest self. It is a process of letting go of fears, attachments, and the false narratives that keep you from seeing the world as it truly is. In this sense, The crescent moon serves as both a guide and a reminder that within the vastness of the universe lies your own inner light, waiting to shine. As 2025 unfolds, allow yourself to trust the journey, to embrace the synchronicities, and to step into the fullness of your being with grace and courage. 2. Unparalleled creativity. As you move deeper into the transformative energy of 2025, a surge of creativity may awaken within you, flowing as naturally as a river carving its path through the earth. The crescent moon, a symbol of inner genius and palmistry, signals this potential, a wellspring of inspiration that has perhaps been dormant, waiting for the right moment to rise. This year could very well be that moment, a time when ideas, visions, and possibilities come to you with a clarity that feels almost otherworldly. Creativity is often misunderstood as the domain of artists, writers, and inventors. But in truth, it is a universal quality, residing within each of us. It's the ability to see beyond the ordinary, to connect seemingly unrelated ideas, and to bring something new into existence. In Buddhism, creativity is seen as a natural expression of a mind that has been freed from the shackles of fear, doubt, and attachment. When the mind is quiet and spacious, unclouded by worry or ego, creativity flows effortlessly, like light streaming through an open window. Perhaps you've felt stuck in recent years, as if the window to your creativity has been closed, the view obscured. This is not uncommon. Life's demands, fears of failure, and the relentless chatter of the mind can often act as barriers, stifling the natural flow of inspiration. But as 2025 unfolds, you may notice these barriers beginning to dissolve. Through mindfulness and presence, you can begin to clear the clutter, making room for your inner genius to emerge. This is not about forcing ideas or chasing inspiration, it's about creating the conditions for it to naturally arise. The practice of mindfulness, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply paying attention to the present moment, can be a powerful tool in this process. By grounding yourself in the now, you can begin to notice the subtle sparks of inspiration that were always there, waiting to be seen. A simple walk in nature, a quiet moment of reflection, or even a fleeting thought can ignite a creative fire. The key is to remain open, curious, and unattached to outcomes. Creativity thrives in freedom, not in pressure. As you embrace this wave of inspiration, consider how you might channel it into meaningful pursuits. Creativity is not confined to traditional forms like painting or writing. It can manifest in countless ways. Perhaps it's solving a complex problem at work, redesigning a space in your home, or finding a new way to connect with the people you love. For some, it might mean embarking on a project that serves others, a community initiative, an invention, or a piece of art that inspires and uplifts. Whatever form it takes, your creativity has the power to transform not only your life but the lives of those around you. Buddhist teachings remind us that creativity is not about seeking recognition or perfection, it's about expressing the truth of who we are in the present moment. When we let go of the need for approval or fear of judgment, we create from a place of authenticity and joy. This is the essence of true creativity. It is not something we achieve but something we allow. It flows through us when we are fully present, unguarded, and open to the infinite possibilities of the moment. In this space of creative freedom, you may also find innovative solutions to challenges that have long felt insurmountable. Where there was once a sense of limitation, new paths will reveal themselves, illuminated by the light of your imagination. Obstacles transform into opportunities, and what once felt like a dead end becomes a doorway to something greater. This is the gift of creativity. It shows us that there's always more to explore, more to discover, and more to become. As 2025 continues to unfold, Trust in this creative energy and let it guide you. Nurture it with mindfulness. Feed it with curiosity. And share it with the world. In doing so, you'll not only rediscover the joy of creating but also the profound interconnectedness that lies at the heart of all creative acts. Because every time you bring something new into the world, you contribute to a larger tapestry. One that reminds us all of the beauty, possibility, and boundless potential that exists within us. 3. Major life decisions. As you navigate the unfolding journey of 2025, you may find yourself standing at the crossroads of major life decisions, moments that carry the weight of transformation and the promise of new beginnings. These decisions may involve a career change, a significant move to a new place, or even the evolution of a pivotal relationship. Such moments often come with a mix of excitement and uncertainty, as the path ahead feels both wide open and daunting. In palmistry, intuition is your guiding light, gently nudging you toward choices that resonate with your inner truth. But alongside this, the teachings of Buddhism offer another invaluable compass, the middle way. The middle way invites us to approach decision-making with balance and mindfulness, steering clear of the extremes of fear and impulsivity. It encourages us to pause, reflect, and listen deeply to the voice within, while also considering the broader context of our choices. Unlike the frantic rush to decide or the paralyzing fear of getting it wrong, this approach creates space for clarity to emerge naturally, grounded in self-awareness and compassion. It reminds us that decisions made with a calm, centered mind are more likely to align with our values and lead us toward lasting fulfillment. Perhaps this year, a career shift beckons, an opportunity to pursue a path that feels more aligned with your purpose. The prospect might be exhilarating, yet tinged with doubt. What if it doesn't work out? What if the risks outweigh the rewards? Here, the middle way offers reassurance. It encourages you to honor your aspirations while also evaluating the practical steps needed to bring them to life. Instead of leaping blindly or holding back out of fear, you are invited to walk the path with both courage and discernment, guided by both your dreams and your wisdom. Or maybe the crossroads you face involves a relationship, whether it's deepening a commitment, redefining its boundaries, or letting go of a connection that no longer serves your growth. These moments are rarely easy, as they ask us to look deeply at ourselves and our patterns of attachment. Buddhism teaches us to approach such decisions with loving kindness, both toward ourselves and others. When we act from a place of compassion rather than fear or resentment, we create the conditions for growth, healing, and deeper authenticity in our connections. A significant move or lifestyle change may also present itself, a decision to uproot and begin anew in unfamiliar surroundings. These transitions often come with a sense of both loss and possibility. The middle way reminds us to embrace impermanence, recognizing that change is a natural part of life. By letting go of what no longer serves us and stepping into the unknown with trust, we open ourselves to opportunities for renewal and expansion. Through it all, the wisdom of the middle way invites you to stay present with your choices, even when the path feels unclear. Decisions made in alignment with your core values and long-term vision are less about achieving immediate perfection and more about moving toward a life of meaning and purpose. Trust that each step, no matter how small, is part of a greater unfolding, a journey shaped not only by the decisions you make but by the intention and mindfulness with which you make them. As you stand at these crossroads, remember that the answers you seek are already within you, waiting to be discovered through patience, reflection, and trust. The lines on your palm may whisper hints of your potential, but it is your awareness and compassion that will ultimately light the way. Trust the process, embrace the uncertainty, and know that the choices you make this year have the power to bring you closer to the life you are meant to live. 4. Transformation in relationships. As the transformative energy of 2025 unfolds, Your relationships may enter a period of profound evolution, guided by the symbolism of the letter M. This mark, often associated with transformation and mastery, hints at changes that can bring deeper meaning and connection into your personal life. But transformation in relationships is rarely about grand gestures. Instead, it begins with subtle shifts in how we show up for ourselves and others. From a Buddhist perspective, this journey is rooted in the cultivation of metta, loving kindness, and karuna, compassion, qualities that form the foundation of authentic and fulfilling relationships. Imagine a long-standing relationship in your life, a partnership, a friendship, or a bond with a family member. Perhaps it feels comfortable, yet stagnant, as if the connection has settled into predictable patterns. This year offers an opportunity to breathe new life into that bond by approaching it with renewed presence and openness. Loving kindness invites you to see this person with fresh eyes, to recognize their struggles and joys, and to respond with genuine care. Compassion allows you to meet them where they are, free of judgment, offering support not because you expect something in return, but because you genuinely wish for their happiness. For some, transformation in relationships might mean letting go of connections that no longer align with who you are becoming. This is often one of the most challenging aspects of growth, as it requires both honesty and courage. Buddhism teaches that attachment, clinging to people or relationships out of fear of loss or discomfort, creates suffering. True connection, however, arises when we release these attachments and allow space for relationships to evolve naturally. Letting go of a toxic bond is not an act of rejection but a gesture of compassion for yourself and the other person, as it creates room for both to grow in healthier directions. For others, this year may bring the arrival of new relationships, ones that feel deeply significant, as if they were destined to cross your path. These connections may challenge you to expand your understanding of love, trust, and vulnerability. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a kindred friendship, or a mentor-student relationship, these bonds can become powerful catalysts for growth. However, Buddhism reminds us to approach even the most transformative relationships with a sense of balance. By practicing mindfulness, we can enjoy the depth and beauty of these connections without becoming overly dependent on them for our sense of self-worth. At its heart, transformation in relationships is about authenticity, showing up as your true self and inviting others to do the same. It's about fostering an environment where mutual growth is not only possible but encouraged. This means cultivating honest communication, setting healthy boundaries, and offering kindness even in moments of disagreement. It also means holding space for others to evolve, understanding that their journey may not always align perfectly with your own. As you navigate these changes, consider how you might bring more metta and karuna into your daily interactions. A simple act of kindness, a heartfelt conversation, or even a moment of silent understanding can create ripples that strengthen your connections. Transformation doesn't have to be dramatic, it can unfold quietly, through the choices you make to love more fully, listen more deeply, and let go more gracefully. This year, allow your relationships to be a reflection of the growth happening within you. As you become more aligned with your true self, you may find that the connections in your life naturally shift to mirror this authenticity. Some bonds will deepen, others may fade, and new ones will emerge, but all will serve a purpose on your path of growth. Embrace these changes with an open heart and trust that, as you nurture your relationships with loving kindness and compassion, they will become not only sources of joy but also powerful vehicles for transformation and healing. 5. Financial abundance. As the transformative energy of 2025 continues to unfold, the promise of financial abundance may present itself, symbolized by the letter M on your palm. In palmistry, this mark is often associated with prosperity, success, and mastery, an indication that this could be the year when your efforts bear fruit in tangible ways. Yet, as we explore this through the lens of Buddhism, the concept of wealth takes on a deeper, more profound meaning. It becomes less about accumulation and more about how we use our resources to create a life of purpose, generosity, and balance. Financial success, when viewed through Buddhist teachings, is not measured solely by the numbers in your bank account but by the harmony it brings to your life and the lives of others. The practice of dana, or generosity, reminds us that wealth is a tool, a means to support not only our own well-being but also the well-being of those around us. It asks us to consider, how can my financial growth contribute to a greater sense of community, compassion, and connection? True abundance is found not in how much we keep but in how much we give. Not in the possessions we accumulate but in the joy we create through sharing. This year, you may find opportunities for financial growth unfolding in unexpected ways. Perhaps a long-term project finally comes to fruition, an investment pays off, or a new career path brings greater rewards. While these moments of prosperity are to be celebrated, they are also opportunities to reflect on how we engage with wealth. Are we using it to uplift others, to support meaningful causes, and to build a foundation for lasting fulfillment? Or are we caught in the endless cycle of wanting more, mistaking material gain for true happiness? Buddhism teaches that the pursuit of wealth, when driven by attachment or greed, can lead to dissatisfaction and suffering. However, when approached with mindfulness and right intention, wealth becomes a means of living in alignment with the principles of right livelihood. This means earning and using money in ways that are ethical, sustainable, and reflective of our deepest values. Whether it's through supporting fair labor practices, investing in causes that benefit the planet, or simply ensuring that our daily actions do no harm. Right livelihood allows us to create wealth with integrity. As you experience financial growth in 2025, consider how you might integrate these principles into your life. Small acts of generosity can have a ripple effect, inspiring others and creating a sense of abundance that extends far beyond material wealth. It could be as simple as sharing your knowledge with someone in need, donating to a cause that resonates with your heart, or offering support to a friend going through a difficult time. Each act of giving, no matter how small, reinforces the truth that we are all interconnected, and that true wealth lies in the strength of those connections. At the same time, cultivating contentment is essential. Buddhism reminds us that the constant craving for more, whether it's money, possessions, or recognition, can trap us in a cycle of dissatisfaction. True abundance is not about having everything but about appreciating what we already have. It's about finding joy in the simple things, the comfort of a home, the support of loved ones, and the fulfillment of living a life aligned with your values. This year, as financial opportunities arise, approach them with gratitude and mindfulness. Use your resources not only to enrich your own life but to contribute to a greater good. In doing so, you'll discover that wealth is not just about what you possess but about the impact you create, the lives you touch, and the legacy you leave behind. Trust that as you give freely and act ethically, the universe will continue to provide in ways that are both abundant and deeply fulfilling. 6. A clearer sense of purpose. As the journey of 2025 unfolds, you may find yourself drawn inward, compelled to seek clarity about your purpose and the path ahead. This introspection feels like an undeniable pull, a quiet yet persistent whisper urging you to pause and ask the deeper questions. What truly matters? Am I living in alignment with my values? The crescent moon, known in palmistry for its connection to uncovering hidden truths, aligns beautifully with the Buddhist principle of Chan Tu Dui, or right thought. This concept encourages mindful reflection, helping us untangle the noise of daily life to reveal the core truths of who we are and why we are here. In a world that often prioritizes speed and external achievement, taking time to reflect on your purpose can feel both challenging and liberating. You may have spent years following a path that seemed right on the surface, pursuing goals that aligned with societal expectations or external validation, only to realize that something essential was missing. This year offers a profound opportunity to realign, to strip away what no longer serves you, and to reconnect with the things that bring you lasting joy and fulfillment. It's a process not of becoming someone new but of returning to the essence of who you have always been. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in quiet contemplation can become invaluable companions on this journey. They create a space for you to listen, not just to the external world but to your own inner voice, the one that often gets drowned out by the demands and distractions of modern life. In these moments of stillness, you may find surprising clarity. Perhaps a long-held passion resurfaces, or you recognize the need to let go of a role or responsibility that no longer aligns with your values. These realizations are not random, they are the result of creating the conditions for truth to emerge. As you uncover what truly matters, you may notice a shift in how you approach decisions. Choices that once felt overwhelming or uncertain now seem more straightforward, guided by a deeper understanding of your priorities. This is the power of purpose. It acts as a compass, helping you navigate the complexities of life with confidence and grace. Instead of being swayed by external pressures or fleeting desires, you find yourself rooted in what feels authentic and meaningful to you. Clarity of purpose also transforms how you engage with others. When you are aligned with your truth, your relationships naturally deepen. You bring more presence and authenticity to your connections, fostering trust and mutual respect. At the same time, you become more attuned to opportunities to contribute to the world in ways that reflect your unique strengths and passions. Whether it's through your work, your community, or your personal relationships, you begin to see how your purpose is intertwined with the greater good. This year is not about rushing to define your purpose in a single moment or decision. Instead, it's about allowing your purpose to unfold organically, step by step, as you cultivate mindfulness and remain open to what arises. Purpose is not a destination, it is a way of being. A commitment to living in alignment with your values and embracing the journey with curiosity and compassion. Trust that the clarity you seek will come, not through force or urgency, but through patience and the quiet confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. In 2025, let this process be one of discovery and joy. Allow yourself the freedom to explore, to question, and to realign without judgment. Embrace the idea that purpose is not fixed but evolves as you grow and learn. Each choice, each moment of mindfulness, brings you closer to a life that feels deeply meaningful and uniquely your own. Trust the journey, and know that in seeking your purpose, you are also creating it, one intentional step at a time. 7. Personal empowerment. As you continue your journey through the transformative year of 2025, the invitation to step into your personal power becomes unmistakable. This is not the kind of power that seeks to control or dominate, but the quiet, unshakable strength that comes from truly knowing yourself. The letter M in Palmistry is a mark of empowerment, a reminder of your potential for mastery and resilience. Through the lens of Buddhism, however, this empowerment is less about external achievements and more about cultivating inner confidence, a confidence rooted in self-awareness, compassion, and freedom from the need for external validation. Empowerment begins with self-awareness, a practice that requires us to turn inward and observe without judgment. This year, take time to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and the patterns that shape your daily life. What beliefs are holding you back? What stories do you tell yourself that no longer serve you? Through mindfulness and reflection, you can begin to see these narratives for what they are: impermanent and changeable. The simple act of recognizing them creates space for transformation, allowing you to rewrite your story in a way that aligns with your truest self. As you let go of old patterns, you'll discover a newfound clarity about what truly matters to you. This clarity serves as a foundation for authentic action, choices that reflect your values and your unique strengths. In Buddhism, this is the essence of living in alignment with the Noble Eightfold Path, particularly right intention and right action. When your actions are guided by wisdom and compassion, they not only empower you but also uplift those around you. Your courage to live authentically becomes a beacon, inspiring others to do the same. True personal empowerment also involves releasing the need for external approval. In a world that often measures worth through accolades, appearances, and opinions, this can feel like a radical act. But as Buddhism teaches, seeking validation from others is a path to suffering, as it places your sense of self in something you cannot control. Instead, turn inward and cultivate a sense of worth that is independent of external circumstances. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback or connections. It means recognizing that your value comes from within, from the simple truth of your existence and the love and wisdom you bring to the world. This year, empowerment might look like setting healthy boundaries, saying no to what doesn't serve you, or taking bold steps toward a goal that feels deeply personal. It might mean finally speaking your truth, even when it feels uncomfortable, or offering forgiveness, both to yourself and others, as a way of freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. Empowerment doesn't require grand gestures, it's found in the small, intentional actions that affirm your worth and your commitment to growth. As you embrace your inner strength, you may notice how this shift affects your relationships and surroundings. When you show up as your authentic self, you create space for others to do the same. Your confidence becomes contagious, encouraging those around you to step into their own power. This ripple effect reminds us that personal empowerment is never just about the self, it's about contributing to a collective sense of courage, resilience, and possibility. Trust that this journey of empowerment is ongoing, unfolding with each choice you make to live in alignment with your values. The challenges you face are not obstacles but opportunities to grow stronger, more compassionate, and more fully yourself. In 2025, let your empowerment be a reflection of your inner light, a light that doesn't seek permission to shine but simply does, illuminating the path for yourself and others. Through this process, you'll come to understand that your greatest strength lies not in being someone else's idea of enough, but in fully embracing the unique, powerful person you already are. 8. Improved health and vitality. As the transformative journey of 2025 continues, the call to focus on your health and vitality becomes a central theme. The crescent moon, with its symbolic connection to life cycles, reminds us of the constant ebb and flow of our well-being. In Buddhism, this aligns with a holistic approach to health, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of body, mind, and spirit. This year invites you to embrace practices that nurture all aspects of your being, creating a foundation for renewal, balance, and vitality. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to neglect our well-being, often prioritizing external achievements over self-care. But 2025 offers a chance to realign, to step back and ask, how am I truly caring for myself? This is not about perfection or rigid routines, but about creating space for practices that sustain and energize you. Small, intentional changes can lead to profound shifts in how you feel and function, allowing you to show up more fully in every area of your life. Begin with the body, the vessel that carries you through each moment. Consider the nourishment it needs, not just in terms of food but in movement, rest, and connection to nature. Mindful eating, for example, is a practice deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings. It encourages us to savor each bite, to recognize the interconnectedness of the food we consume and the earth that provides it. By eating with intention, you not only fuel your body but also cultivate gratitude and presence. Similarly, gentle physical activity, whether it's yoga, walking, or another form of movement, can help release tension, improve circulation, and restore energy. Equally important is the care of your mind. In a world filled with noise and distractions, finding moments of stillness is essential. Meditation offers a space to reconnect with your inner self, to quiet the chatter and tune into the deeper rhythms of your being. Even a few minutes a day can create a sense of calm and clarity that carries into your daily life. Beyond meditation, consider the mental clutter you might be holding onto: old grudges, limiting beliefs, or worries about the future. Let 2025 be a year of letting go, creating mental space for joy, creativity, and focus. Spiritual health, too, plays a vital role in your overall vitality. This is not about adhering to any specific tradition but about finding practices that nourish your spirit and connect you to something greater. It might be prayer, time in nature, or acts of kindness. Whatever it looks like for you, prioritize moments that remind you of your inherent worth and the beauty of life. These practices not only uplift your spirit but also create a ripple effect, enhancing your physical and mental well-being. This year, embrace balance, not as a rigid goal but as a dynamic process of listening to your body, mind, and spirit and responding with care. Some days may call for rest, others for action, and still others for quiet reflection. Trust that by tuning into your needs and honoring them, you are building a foundation for long-term vitality and resilience. The journey toward improved health is not about achieving an ideal state but about cultivating a relationship with yourself that is rooted in love and respect. It's about recognizing that your well-being is not separate from your purpose or your connections. It is the foundation that allows you to thrive in all areas of your life. As you move through 2025, let this be a year of renewal, where you prioritize self-care not as an indulgence but as a commitment to your highest potential. Trust that by nurturing yourself fully, you are not only enriching your own life but also radiating vitality and inspiration to those around you. As we conclude this journey of exploration into palmistry, Buddhist wisdom, and the transformative energy of 2025, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound opportunities awaiting each of us. The year ahead is not just a stretch of time but a canvas, inviting us to paint our lives with intention, clarity, and purpose. The symbols on our palms may whisper stories of potential, but it is through our awareness, choices, and actions that these stories come to life. This exploration has been more than a discussion of ancient symbols or philosophical teachings. It has been an invitation to awaken to your inner light, to see the beauty in your journey, and to embrace the changes that life brings with courage and compassion. In every crescent moon etched on a palm or every letter M symbolizing mastery, there lies a call to growth, transformation, and self-discovery. These marks are not limitations but reminders that our potential is as boundless as our imagination. As you move forward, may you carry the teachings of mindfulness, balance, and loving kindness into your daily life. Remember that your choices, no matter how small, ripple outward, shaping not only your future but also the world around you. Let this year be one where you trust yourself deeply, live authentically, and cultivate joy in the present moment. The wisdom of Buddhism teaches us that true change begins within, and through mindful awareness, we can transform challenges into stepping stones and align our lives with our highest values. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What part of this journey resonated most with you? Was it the crescent moon's quiet call to intuition, the empowering mastery of the letter M, or perhaps the gentle reminder of impermanence that invites us to cherish each moment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your reflections might inspire someone else to embark on their own path of transformation. Thank you for joining me in this exploration. Your presence here means so much. And I am deeply grateful for the time and energy you've shared with this space. If you found this content meaningful, consider liking this video, sharing it with others, and subscribing to the channel for more insights on mindfulness, spirituality, and self-discovery. Together, we can create a community that uplifts, inspires, and encourages each other to thrive. As you step into the rest of 2025, remember, the story of your life is not written by the lines on your palm but by the choices of your heart and the actions of your mind. You have everything within you to make this year one of growth, transformation, and boundless possibility. Trust in your journey, and let your inner light guide you. Until next time, take care, stay present, and continue to embrace the beauty of who you are becoming.